Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War with the English Civil War mod. We're here with another battle series, this time focusing in on the English Civil War. And we're going to start off with the first real major battle, Edgehill. And so right now we're actually looking at my opponent's army because I forgot to save the replay, and so we're looking at his side. So this is the parliamentarian side. Forces quite equal. There's going to be some differences, but there was a difference, I think, about 1,000, infantry to 1,000 cavalry more on the one side and so on. So in most part the armies are equal in that sense. And it's also here important to note, since I haven't done one of these in quite a while, is that we're not trying to recreate the outcome or how the battle was fought. What we're trying to recreate is, as much as possible, we're trying to get a battlefield that looks similar, as that might be quite hard, as there's not always modded maps and so on. And then we're also trying to get, as much as possible, the troops right. But other than that, we're just playing it out as we would have, with maybe, obviously I'm not the sort of, you don't come to the Lord John channel to watch, like, the greatest sort of plays, or like how you sort of almost break the game in a way to break the spirit of the game to kind of achieve the highest sort of battle victory or whatever. I didn't realize it turned around mooning, but like, there's going to be a little bit of role play, of course, in this. And since I haven't played Medieval in quite a while, it's also going to be, just some problem in handling troops and stuff. But with that said, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. So I'm going to switch over into the live gameplay of this battle. And yeah, we'll see how you like it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and turn straight over into the battle. And there, the battle is off. Cannons start shooting. We've got the enemy arrayed along there. We are advancing. I don't want to waste any time. I'm gonna advance my dragoons first, together with the cavalry. And then the main line is going to advance somewhere along there. Then we've got the reserves and cavalry over on the left flank. Oh, here comes cannon shot. Not entirely sure what the enemy cannons are firing at, but they are firing. I maybe should set my targets. Kind of juicy here in the middle. There's lots to bounce through. Okay, my dragoons are closing in to the enemy's dragoons, and now they're within firing range. I think the cannons actually fired on the dragoons. The main line is currently set. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll right. My dragoons, dismounted dragoons, are firing down here. Not entirely sure if they hit anyone. And then the two lines here. Why have you turned? Oh, you've turned to face that one? You've kind of messed up the line now. Back into position. So under superior firepower here from my men, the enemy's dragoons have decided to retire. My cavalry over on the flank here has gotten into quite a nice position. I want them to continue heading towards here, and they might be able to fire a pistol into the flank of the enemy. Oh, enemy cavalry is moving forward. Let's have our cavalry move out on the flank and see if we can't get some pistol shots off at them. Oh, is he charging? He's charging. Or they're moving closer. They were moving closer just to do like caracol firing, I guess. My cavalry will continue, and it will actually continue chasing them into the enemy's light infantry. My dragoons will continue. My general is over on this side, so we're continuing the charge into the enemy's dismounted dragoons. Not stay here long though, there's lots of enemies. We've got Fairfax regiments and Parliament band of musketeers. Band of thieves, I'd say. Okay, hold the dragoons. And let's reorganize the cavalry with the general out on the flank. Right. The main line should be starting to advance here. I want to kind of offset the enemy by having my cavaliers move forward. Then the main line should close in on the enemy with the reserves following steady afterwards. Let's see, my cannons have been bombarding the enemy centers, hopefully. Or they've been targeting enemy artillery. I'm gonna order them to target these two, so the Essex regiment over there. Okay, so the main line might now... Oh, there's lots of cavalry now moving on this side. So Parliamentarian Lifeguard Horse and Parliamentarian Troopers. I think he's figuring to outflank my cavalry and strike them from the side. We will withdraw from the forest as we're facing superior firepower. The dragoons need to be moved forward here. As he's deploying a lot of cavalry over on this side. And I think... Where did the second unit go? I missed that. I think we were able to retreat quickly enough to avoid facing most of his fire. But I'll re-engage by moving my cavaliers forward again. Ooh, his troop is coming very close to the pike formation, firing point blank into the pikes. I think he might be focusing a lot over on that side, which will give me leeway, hopefully. He doesn't have any cavalry over here, right? To bring up my general and those cavalrymen over to this side and be able to shoot up his side over here. So far, no crucial... I should actually close in a little bit here on the map. Okay, so we've got... Ooh, his lifeguard horse really close here. They have been shooting. I mean, the pistol exchanges over here is not going my way. But it's better to hold or like keep that going than to sort of leave it as it is. Or it's better to leave it as it is. Oh, I think his main line is... He's looking to come down the hill. Fairfax Regiment musketeers are turning to face us. So I'm ordering a charge of the Royalist Lifeguard Horse to charge in among his troopers there. At the same time, we got something similar going on our side, where our flank got broken. I will turn my reserve units to face that side now. As he's pushing through, I will have these guys pursue or move over to the cannons. Try and protect them as best as I can. Let's go back here. Let's not forget what's going on over here. Looks like I was able to break that regiment. But my cavalry in turn was broken, leaving my cavalry here a bit in a bad spot. So we got a complete mess going on here. Okay, so my second unit was routed as well. Parliamentarian cavalry is destroying my positions back here. I'm gonna move my cavalry as best as possible to engage here. I'm thinking here I'm gonna order my men to attack. Like, he's all occupied with attacking my rear. And as he's doing that, I'll set my men to attack his main line, as it were. So he's got my cannons. Here comes my general, ready to fire a bit of pistol. But we're gonna try and avoid the most of the fighting here, because there's just so many troops. Oh, he's charging in to my reserve troops. I'm sending in the reserve pikemen. Will join the fight. That's my cavalry being routed, and that's my troopers being routed. We're gonna charge. We're gonna put everything on the line here. I'm gonna charge in on his cavalry, charge them in the back while they're sort of running straight into the pikes at the front. And at the same time, our pikes have been attacking the front here. It's not gone too well, in fact, for my troops. I think it might very well change a lot here with me winning the cavalry fight, leaving me with the only one with cavalry left. Hopefully. Although it's a single unit of cavalry, so it's not the greatest. Okay, so we lost here. Okay, my pike attacks have failed. And suddenly we're in a really bad spot. I still have some pikes left. And I do have quite a bit of gunners left. But, yeah, it's not looking super great, is it? Reserve pikes to the front. And then these two quickly into position.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Only half the enemy force remains? We'll hold here. Let's see if I can... Okay, I'm gonna bring in my cavalry. I'm gonna attack these. Oh, there's a fight, cavalry versus cavalry. I think it's general versus general, right? Their general is shaken as the troops around them are retreating. What I want to do is see if we can win there and then move the rest of the troops around. Okay, so my pikemen got destroyed there. Damn. We're gonna pull the troops back. And I'm gonna see about getting my dragoons back. My cavalry won the fight over there. A little bit risky, but I'm gonna... Oh wait, their pikeman is actually facing the wrong way. They're actually facing me. A lot of them anyways. His general survived. They've turned the flank. We're gonna move the troops around a little bit. What's this? No, I don't want to talk to anyone. Move back. So my pikemen are winning this fight because his pikemen are facing the wrong way. Okay, so we're gonna reorganize here. So he's got lots of pikemen. This is gonna be a problem. Because I don't have any pikemen to put up in defense against that. I do still have cavalry though. And I would be able to strike them in the back because they are kind of unsupported by the rest of the army. I'm gonna be a little bit bold here. I'm gonna have my musketeers charge in, and then I'm gonna have my cavalry come in from the back, and in that hope to break them. Yes, we got them to break. We lost quite a bit of cavalry troopers in that. I'm gonna withdraw my pikemen from that fight. And now the rest of his pikes here are caught in between the fire of Thomas Glenham's regiment and the dragoons. But it's not looking good for my side. There's a lot more enemies left. I'm gonna reset the pikemen over here. It's also kind of hard to see who's still alive and who isn't. Musketeers. Kind of an easy target. See how it goes with a full frontal charge by my cavalry. They lost a lot of men in that charge. They're broken, they're fighting to the death. I'm not gonna humor them by continuing that fight with them. This regiment will pull back. My cavalry situated over here should be able to shoot these in the back. What's left of these guys should pull back as well. Pikemen pull back. So continue. Alright, we managed to get their pikes running. We're gonna pull back further here. We're gonna drop the pike formation, and we're now gonna deploy our troops into a single line. We're gonna set up in a single line across here, so we've got kind of an idea what we're working with. Heavy losses in this battle on both sides. So we've got the one regiment here. We got then another there. Okay, he's got quite a few musketeer regiments left compared to me, my regiments. But we'll see how this goes. Probably time to break these, so we got an idea what's going on. My pikes, what's left of them will be set up here. We'll advance on the enemy. Fine, hold your position there then. their cannons are moving up. What I have is my cavalry. That is my advantage. So we got 5 regiments of musketeers versus my regiments. Now I do have, I think I have a shot at a charge here as we move through. He spotted it early on, but is it enough? That charge wasn't pulled off greatly. We're gonna pull out of it. It enables me though to, my line continues to fire on his, while I sort of keep his occupied by running back and forth chasing this one cavalry unit. And my guys are continuously then laying volleys down upon him. I'm gonna order these guys forward. If nothing else but to take some of the bullets. The fight continues here. I'm not sure at this point who has the advantage. I do have an advantage with my cavalry. But for how long will such an advantage hold? And the thing is, that's my general. If he dies, well, that's not very good, is it? He's reorganizing troops. I imagine my guys have been firing. Oh, he's withdrawing now. We will follow. He's still got his cannons. I think that's what he's trying to do. He's going to move back towards his cannons. Back here. And they're going to set up. And they're going to allow us now to march into their fire. I'm thinking we're going to move quite fast here. Okay, you will hold where you are. Ooh, Pike's getting torn up. However, I think we kind of have an advantage here. Okay, so he's not holding his position in a sense. He's actually pulling back further. And my guys are getting their volleys off again.
By St. George, our men have slain the enemy general.
Oh, he died. How?
His troops will lose their will to fight.
How did he die? I guess a stray bullet got him. As his troops were pulling back, his general were kind of left in the front, and that meant that he got hit by kind of a stray bullet. That definitely turns the tide towards me. Oh, damn! Our pikemen here got absolutely slaughtered by close range volleys of these regiments, where all of them were focusing on them. I think the dragoons are pretty good at shooting. But I kind of want to charge here. I kind of want to get this over with a good old charge. These guys don't know what they're doing, so we'll order them forward. Oh, they're out of shot. Out of the cannon, are they? Dragoons. Or is that's the last of the enemy general? Let's see, will they fire pistol? Ooh, it's actually a harquebusier. He's able to do quite the damage here. I think his cannon is aiming for my general now, which is no surprise given the given the dire situation he's in. Looks like we're doing plenty of damage. Oh, these were broken. Forward.
St. George protect us. Our general lies slain upon
No!
the battlefield.
Oh, he was the first one to ride in and die. That changes things again. This time in the favor of my enemy. And the dragoons are now broken because of that. And suddenly, that's kind of a big change. Because the dragoons were broken. However, my general is back, or my general's unit is back. Both generals dead. This fight really is gonna go down to the very end, is it? It's dragging out. Really, no one wants to give in. They're really fighting to the very last man here. I'm just gonna have my cavalry here mess him up a little bit. I'm gonna have the dragoons move forward again. I'm gonna have my men ride all the way around. Is he out of shot? Why are these guys moving forward? They're charging? Well then, we'll meet them in the charge. me right in the middle. It's a mess as they all club each other to death. I'm gonna have my general move in, or what's left of him. And we're gonna see how that goes. Oh, they're I can't remember that I've seen that before in Medieval. The one where he sort of flicks him around. Oh, they're going after the general. Or what's left of him. They're going for the bodyguard.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
They charged in, but yeah. Going in against heavy cavalry didn't do them any favors. They still... what remains for the parliamentarians? Their artillery remains. Their regiment over here remains. Damn, we literally, like, there's no wonder. I mean, they do say, though, that the English Civil War is the deadliest conflict that has ever taken part for Great Britain. Like, even worse than, you know, World War II, World War I. In terms of the people killed, the English Civil War is unmatched in those terms. So no surprise that basically at this point I would say like 80-85% of everyone who took part on the battle is you know, sleeping here head first into the ground. It's gonna be interesting to see the statistics of this. These Prince Maurice Regiment of Light Dragoons performed admirably throughout the battle. Or like they were the first one to fire. So it's gonna be interesting to see if they actually did any damage or if it's all kind of, you know, hogwash. They were just pushing smoke out of the barrels of the guns. They've had enough. They're routed. It is the cavalry, I mean, the cannon then, that remains. Since his cannons remained for so much longer than mine, I imagine they have done a lot more damage than my cannons as well. He also had more cannons, as we can see here. 3 pairs of guns. The gunners have decided to charge the heavy cavalry. Oh, the heavy cavalry is getting friendly fired upon. And they are actually routing because 3 of their troopers got shot down by friendly fire. And somehow the cannoneers are still going strong. For Parliament!
It could have been we that were slain and defeated on the field.
It sure could have, because, well,
victory.
this battle was super bloody. In terms of troops deployed, you can see it right here, 1966. Oh. We lost, we ended up losing tons of men, both of us. With I having 500 men remaining, while you had 218.
Indeed.
You deployed about, what? A little more, 250 more. So it's not a huge difference in between. I lost 1451, and you lost 2011. In terms of casualties inflicted, I can see my general unit killing or inflicting 250. So that's the highest on my side. I'm not sure I can see yours. No, I can't. It's a bit interested about your cannons.
The highest on my side is Sir John Robert Hayes, Regiment of Foot Pikemen.
It's a pike unit. Interesting. 197.
And also my other pikeman, Fairfax Pikeman, 163.
I don't think my pikemen did that well.
And my Parliament Lifeguard, 164.
Mind screenshotting that so I can actually show it on screen. I think that's good. Looking at this, some of my pikemen did really poorly. We've got 1 Newcastle's pikeman, 24 casualties inflicted, while sustaining 102. So they lost tons of men, while only inflicting very few. And that kind of goes throughout, kinda. There's some pikemen here that performed well.
My worst, I think, was Fairfax Musketeers, 33 versus 33 killed and 114 dead.
I think those were the ones on the far right, right?
Yeah, they were ambushed in the forest.
They took a direct charge of one of my cavalry, plus they were fighting with Prince Maurice Regiment of Dragoons, which actually performed really well in this battle, only sustaining 48 casualties while inflicting 197. So that's quite a lot.
I was surprised I could not defeat your Dragoons. If you compare to the other battle we did.
Yeah, the earlier one though. Yeah.
I crushed them with ease.
Yeah, they got absolutely destroyed. So it was quite interesting to see that they actually stayed until the very end and performed so well. I'm interested in here. My cannons performed really badly. They inflicted a total of about 100 casualties inflicted upon your side. In terms of your cannons, how well did they perform?
Not too good. They inflicted a little more. So 69, 36, 36. So, but what is that?
Yeah, that's not a lot more, given that you had like a third battery more, or like you had a third battery while I only had 2.
I think they are mainly good against pike formations.
Yeah, tight pike formations is probably the best target for them, rather than firing at, say, musketmen or anything else. But there we have it. the first battle, our sort of battle of Edgehill. And yeah, I'll say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!
Under attack!